In this lesson, we will continue to explore BONSAI BIM, and we saw in the previous video how we can set up some layers and put some material information in there. And that's not actually how it works in other BIM application where you can actually see like etches and materials. This is just like a rough representation, but my guess is that they're working on this. So this is, just the beginning. So what we can do is essentially define a visual style for the shaded option and for the render option. For the render option, anyway, my suggestion is, even if you're working in other BIM application, is to move into other applications that are specific for that. Like for example, Blender could be useful, Blender with cycles, or also Twinmotion, and there are others like Enscape, etc., etc. So all the parts concerning the material here is not so important in my opinion. I mean, talking about BIM and IFC, yes, you want to specify which material you're using. You can do like takeoffs and things like that. But for the visualization, then you can just move into standard Blender here, and you can see you need to go in edit mode. So this is something you can then convert into standard geometry. And in Blender, for example, if you want, you can select in edit mode some faces, and you can use mapping tools like UV Map or Magic UV. This is an add-on I use. And you can do a quick box mapping and then apply a material with a texture and so on. So you can definitely work in Blender using materials, lights, render settings, animation, and so on. So you can see this is the material we created in BONSAI BIM, but it is, we can just create a standard material here, assign it to this. Let me just create a new one and, give it a color so we can see it. Okay, so you can see that you can assign only to certain faces. So you can do layers in Blender, but, that's for rendering purposes. And you can use also materials from Blender Kit, which is another add-on. And all this stuff is explained in the Blender courses. So just check, for example, the Blender 5 video course where this is explained. So this is just a quick way to assign materials. If I click drag and drop, now the material is in there. I can apply it to the overall wall, or I can apply it to specific faces again. And once the material is in the project, and we are talking about here the Blender project, not the IFC project, I can select a face or more. I can go into the material and then assign this to a specific material. But we define materials also in IFC by just giving names and applying materials like that. And I believe that in the future, now I'm just selecting here the material from the list and assign it. So you can see you can create like interior, exteriors, layers, etc., etc. So if you want to go for the rendering, just go, for example, for V-Ray for Blender. It's a really good renderer, and then you have like standard cycles for rendering, or like Twinmotion, which is also really good, especially for exteriors. But anyway, my suggestion is, if you want to work with the BIM, IFC, CAD, that's BONSAI BIM is good. Otherwise, if you want to go like for materials, lights, and other stuff, you need to move into a render software. So here I'm just going to create this other apartment, and I want to show you some extra tips and tricks as usual, as we do in every video. So I'm just going to activate the screencast keys here, and I will start by creating a wall, because that's, I think, the most important one. And I'm not going to use any reference here, just go and draw out something. What I want to use is the information here that you access by pressing the tab key. So you can see I can move into each parameter. So if I put like in the parameters like 0, 0, I can snap to the exact center of the world. And if I move on the X, it means I'm using, last time, like for example, 900, and then like type 0. Now 0, it's basically the X axis. So if you put 90, it's going to go on the epsilon axis up. So depending on what you do here, you can just press enter without actually clicking. So you either draw by clicking, or you draw by setting these parameters here and pressing enter, and that will create your wall. And then you can continue with the next one. So You can see the y on the going upward is actually -90. So if we go downward, it's 90. I'm talking about the angle here. And you can snap to the grid, definitely. You can snap to the intervals, which you can see. So, or you can just press tab and type the precise number. I think that's a really useful, suggestion and tip, which I found out a while. And this is probably one of the latest updates. And also, if I don't want to start from like the exact origin, I can type a distance, again, angle 0, and then just type like, for example, 300 centimeters. And you can see we're starting from 3 meters from the origin. So you are not constrained to the origin. You can actually draw whatever you want, but I usually stay nearby the origin. And I'm just going to close this really small room. Let's say that this is going to be like my entrance to my building. So this is another way I used to create apartments, flats, or houses. I start with spaces, and then I try to like build by blocks, so I kind of block out the entire apartment and then define all the details. So for example, also if you want to define spaces here in Bonsai BIM, you have the special tool, and you can select like a set of walls, open up the tool. Let me activate the screen cascade again. And here, this is the spatial tool. So you can click and generate a space from these walls that you selected. Now, again, space is just a matter of information. You're just, communicating more information through your model, through your geometry. That's the base concept of building information modeling and IFC. So here you can see in the spatial decomposition, now we can see the space, the new space, and we can type like entrance. So you can define each single space of your project. You can put some more information here. Anything that is a parameter can be, communicated to another person that is interested, like costs or whatever you want to put in there. And also this is invisible, so I'm going to activate in the viewport the visibility of this object. Let me frame the scene. Okay, so you can see the space just look like a box in this case because it's a cube, but it could be also more complex, like could be like L shape or C shape or whatever is the shape of the room. So again, you can go room by room, space by space, block by block, and build your house. And so I'm just going to continue here with the wall. And if you want to maintain the same side, you should go like counterwise, because I've started counterwise. I'm supposed to do everything counterwise. Go counterwise and then close. So this could be like the day area or the day zone. So like living room and kitchen, whatever. So, and then press enter. And don't worry about mistakes. You can always fix it later. Like this wall probably is going to go away. It's going to be an interior, like thinner wall. This is too big to be an interior wall. 30 centimeters is more for exterior walls. And then I'm going to continue from this side to create the rest of the house. So what I'm going to put in here, like the night zone. So usually I distinguish the two, the day zone, the night zone. And then you want to put like another like room or a corridor, or maybe like a completely different block. It depends if it's like a villa or if it's an apartment on the 10th floor. So, just go there, and using the grid, just by visualizing the grid, you can see if you're going too big or too small, because each line of the grid is 1 meter. So this is roughly 4 meter, which is good for a small room. Like 4 times 7 meters will be fine, like for a small room, like child room. And then you can go close this up. If it's difficult to snap perpendicular, you can press the X to go perfectly horizontal, or you can press the epsilon to go perfectly the Y to go perfectly vertical, and so on. So I'm just going to continue here building by blocks. So building by spaces, building by rooms, and then I will try to figure out if everything's fine. Otherwise, I will fix it, and then I will